6 of Season 4 of Torpedo League F2. We are here at the Vietnamese Grand Prix for this one, a late addition to the calendar after China was originally on the calendar, but obviously decided to change that. But nevertheless, we are here in Vietnam for the Vietnamese Grand Prix. I am Kaio, of course, and I'm joined by a new commentator. I have Jake Marsh with me, everyone.
Hello. I have commentated this league before, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was in Season 3.
I'm happy to be back.
Yeah, we're happy to have you back. Of course, you are
what a crazy race this is going to be, though. It's such a crazy track.
Of course, before we talk about the race, of course, I must say that you are the Williams driver in F1, just for all the viewers out there. Who's wondering who he is? A very good driver as well.
I'm the one that's usually facing backwards at the start of races.
Yes, as opposed to your teammate Omar, who's facing backwards during the race. Anyway, I take rest. But yeah, we're happy to have you here for Vietnam. As obviously, I'd ask you your opinions of the circuit, but you already said it's going to be a crazy race, so
yeah, it is a very crazy circuit. Not one I particularly like, but one that
it's not. It's not. I mean, Sector 3 is quite nice and flowy as Jofi's joined.
Yeah, it is, but it completely, use a big word, juxtaposes the rest of the track.
Oh yeah, turn 1, 2. That turn 1 is that's one whole turn, I believe. No, turn 2.
I think
it's turn 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like that turn is horrible. It's horrible. I don't know. But yeah, we're here in Vietnam. It was originally supposed to be at China, as I said in the introduction, but obviously, due to what's going on over there right now, we decided to replace it with Vietnam, which was it was an insane race last year. I do remember Frever Sin, who is currently on his outlap in the Prema. He won the sprint race after a huge tangle between the leading cars on the penultimate lap. He was the one able to take advantage, of course.
I remember on So It Goes was spun round in that race. I think having led the race.
And So It Goes, the ART driver, of course, last season's champion, filling in as a reserve again. The second race second time in 2 races, I believe. And we do apologise for starting a bit late. We just had to sort out a few issues, and as you can see, Figure Agent's currently in a provisional P1 with a 1:49.394.
I think probably the best time trial timer I've seen. I had a quick look before was Tim, who I think is probably favourite for this race. I think won got the last 2 pros at least. Yes. That was a 47.0. So maybe we could see them dipping into the 46s today if any of them get the lap absolutely perfect.
Yes, of course. And obviously, we're on board with the agent right now. He's going through that really long straight that's not actually straight, and slipstream is going to be pretty important on the lap. A spinner wing goes P2 with a 149.6. Any spins on the curb. Lovely. Always lovely. I'm just loaded the stream now. I've got 4 viewers. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in already. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting race. Obviously it's a new track, which is only going to be here for this game because of real life problems. And it's going to be.
It doesn't even exist, but.
Well, yeah, it doesn't really exist. Or this is how it was supposed to look, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I think these grandstands and stuff all around the side don't exist. So.
Yeah. But they did quite well to design. And all this is only going to be in this year's game. Obviously, because the real life calendar, they've got Imola and the rumoured Portimao to be the replacement for it.
A lot of reports that is round 3, but I don't know how much they're true.
So I think that was also another reason why we returned here, because we probably wouldn't see it again for at least another year. And it does produce good racing. It's going to be tough. The F2 cars are quite understeery.
Especially in these cars already, if you lose your wing, you're just not going to be able to drive through that final sector at all.
See Speedy Carrots on under wet tyres. I don't know, just put the fitted tyres.
Speedy Carrots I did see earlier go and do 1 lap on softs, and then came up into pits after invalidated, so his softs can be a bit more warm than everyone else's for the final run. So that could be something to watch out for.
Yes.
Trigger's already completed the lap on softs as well. So. Oh no, medium, sorry. I was on the wrong thing.
Yes, of course. The soft and medium tyres are the 2 tyres today. As opposed to last
I imagine tyre wear's quite bad as well at this track. But...
Yeah, fair. I mean, it's an easy one-stop for every race in an F2 car. So it doesn't really...
Yeah.
It's not it's not that. It's alright, I guess. I don't know. But Forever Sins in P2, 3,000s off P1. I forgot to mention. He hasn't had a good season. Forever Sin, unfortunately, he's not been able to replicate the heights he reached last season. The runner-up, stayed in the championship for most of the season.
He's a very talented driver, though. So
he's a very talented driver, but unfortunately, him and Bunnies
can definitely get that form back.
Hopefully,
especially in a track like this.
That's what he's hoping. Obviously, him and Bunnies haven't been great for Prema this season. And now CJ's on his hot lap in the high tech. I believe the only Scotsman we have in this league. I do believe. I may be wrong. I may be totally wrong, but he's the only Scotsman we have in this league. In the high tech, he did well last round. Actually, I think did he get a podium? I'm not too sure. He may have got a podium. Who else hates Hanoi? I mean, I don't really hate Hanoi. It's an alright track. Interesting lines there. Through turn one. Through the start.
There is always a threat of a massive snap of oversteer at this track just because of the curves and the metrics.
Yeah, the curves are really uncomfortable. Really awkward. They can really just throw you offline. It's going to go on board. CG navigates that quite well. Very close to the...
Yeah, he has got absolutely no... I wonder if he had a spin on the outlap and has cut the rear tyres because he really seems to be struggling.
That could be a good reason. We're going to go on board with him now anyway. Or even the other high-tech driver. Is he on a set of softs? Or...
And Kvyat 26 Torpedo is out on the softs then, early in the session.
Yeah.
He usually qualifies quite well, I do believe, so this could be one to watch.
He does actually qualify quite well. Henlo, hi David. Henlo. David raced in... I think David actually got the sprint race win last week in Britain as well, so hello David. Race winner.
Very good driver.
Finally won in Finally won in Top League F2, I believe. Although I may be wrong. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, so he just sliding all over the place.
Dominated Top League regional this season, David.
He has. He'll be looking to pretty much win. I think Top League regional is at Vietnam this weekend, of course, because the regional only uses France, isn't it?
France, yes, France.
Yeah, because regional only uses European tracks, of course. So make sure to tune in for that.
Always produces exciting racing. You were unlucky last week, in fairness.
I was quite unlucky, but I had fun. It was good fun.
We have a great time commentating at me and Bunnies, who's currently out on the wet compound tyres at the minute.
CJ comes to the final corner. Going to go on board with him. What time did he set? A 1:49.6. I mean, it's not a bad lap considering he just
final sector as well.
He lost the rear end many
I think
times.
A lot of people are going to save these mediums as well, just because it might not be the easiest one stop in no stop even in the sprint race.
Oh yeah.
A bit like Bahrain.
Yeah, Bahrain. Yep.
People only want to get one running on those softs.
100%. Let's see who else is on a lap.
Speedy Carrot's purple to the first sector. Oh no, he's not. He's on wets. That's impossible.
Going to go on board a Kvyat 26 Torpedo in the MP Motorsports. The Nobuharu Matsushita car. He's on the soft tyres. Good qualifier. Had a good race last... Actually, did he ever... I can't remember the results. I do apologise. But I feel like he's a good qualifier, from what I can remember.
Kept that very neat on the exit of a long right-hander, left-hander. Lots of mistakes already, but under through it.
Yep.
He's going to get a slipstream here from Speedy Carrots. Not really worth much though. And this is a crazy braking zone, a really good corner. However, we'll definitely see a few incidents I'm expecting in the race.
100%. I expect turn 1 to be quite tight as well. Is there a yellow flag somewhere? I'm not sure.
Very short run down to turn 1 from the first wiggle as well, and people often sort of, because it closes up on you the first corner, people often carry too much speed into turn 1. And
for sure.
As much as these are all clean drivers, I'll be surprised if there's not a car facing the wrong direction at the end of lap 1. The spin and win nearly has a little spin on the curb. He's still on medium tyres.
Right, I do believe I've added the bot to the YouTube, so that should be working there as well. So
SQV 26 Torpedo goes quickest. 148.8
on the set of soft tyres though. Only 5 tenths ahead of a Fikri Adrian, who set his time on the medium. He's actually going to come across the line now, but he doesn't improve. Oh no, he does improve. Sorry, he improves a very, very minor improvement. Is it an improvement, or am I being silly? No, it's a very minor improvement. Okay, it's a minor improvement, so I'll be happy with that.
I do think Kvyat 26 torpedoes. I'm just going to call him Fletcher. I guess that's his name, and that's a long one to say, but
yeah,
he's probably got more time in the lap, just because how, like, I don't want to say it was, I mean, he was taking it very gently when I was watching it the first time, just stopping the rear end, sliding away, and almost making sure he gets the lap in, which is a fair strategy.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Dulgar out on softs as well.
Oh, the race is wet in last season. Actually, we need a weather report. I just remember we do not know what the weather's going to be like.
I just remember there is a threat for rain here.
There's always a threat because I think it was wet a lot. It was wet. David said it was wet. The race was wet last season, I believe. It was, yeah. It was wet to dry. I remember it very well now. I think it was wet to dry the sprint race. Yes.
I wish I could help you, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember Jackson and Eddie commentated that one. It was a crazy race. I remember. That's what I can remember at the moment. Let's see who's out on lap. Guy Shap.
All goes on the softs at the minute. Guy Shap as well.
I'm gonna go board Guy Shap actually. Easy goes through this. It's an interesting corner because the inside and the outside curb can really challenge you if you kind of.
It is. It's also it's an interesting traction zone as well. I mean, I imagine a lot of these guys are running medium, but if they're not, they can definitely catch you out just because of it's not like there's a camber to the corner, but it's sort of inviting to put the power on very early, and sometimes it just goes. Guy Shap, another quick driver there. Is he going to get blocked by Bunny's here now? He gets out of the way.
I believe Guy Shap won his first ever race in the Britain sprint race. I think that was his first ever Torpedo League win. So now that he's got that off his back, hopefully that can lead to better results down the line. As he comes to the final corner now, looks fairly clean.
Committed.
Oof, P2. Oh, 9,000.
That by 9,000. That was a very good final corner, though. Very committed.
Very committed. 9,000 of a second, and he slots himself. The P2 is currently UNI 2-3 at the moment. But
is Dulgar's going to come across the line and be the next car to set a lap on softs. And wow, it's still pretty close.
He split the UNI's 149.009.
Exactly. Sense. Exactly.
I will be inviting him very. Yeah, sure. It's a CJY50. Alright, sorry for the blue screen, everyone. Do apologise for that. But nevertheless, we are back.
Should have been sent.
Yep, should have been sent. That's good. Let's see who's currently on a lap. Ducky's on a lap, I think. Did he just set his personal best? He's in PA though. On the softs. A lot of drivers are going on the softs already, which is quite interesting. I mean, do they know something that we don't? The clouds look.
Yeah, they do.
Quite nice.
Perhaps they're just wanting to make sure they get a solid lap in as Ducky's birth sector, and just not get blocked, because grid position is quite important here, especially if it's going to be changeable conditions in the race.
I'm going to see if we can get a weather report from any of the drivers, because I would like
yeah, Rossi starts his lap in the softs as well.
Apparently it's going to be dry for both races. Well, that's fine. Don't need to worry about that. Okay, alright.
As Guy Shap goes quickest.
He does. 1:47.
Did Jarno lag out, or did he choose to?
Jarno?
Yeah.
Oh, he chose to. I don't know. I'll tell him if he can join afterwards.
Dulgar then goes quickest.
Oh, he does.
That from him.
And the HWA.
4 tenths on his previous lap.
6. So the times are dropping now.
They are.
More people going on the soft tyres.
Where's Rossi going to be at the end of the second sector? He's definitely qualified well this season. I think he's had quite an inconsistent season so far from what I've seen, but a lot of potential.
CJ, I think we both sent you an invite, I think.
Yeah, I can send you another one.
We'll send you another one as well, just in case. Or Jake will. He's getting crashed. Yeah, that's what was unfortunate. Yeah, as Ducky goes P1 with 148.5 in the Trident. It's the season 2. I think season 2 constructors champions with Jackson and Charlie, if I remember correctly. Obviously Jackson won the F2 championship that season. And Ducky's looking.
And he's never mentioned that before.
He's never mentioned that ever since he won it, and at all. So I think it's just a duty for us to remind everyone. But yeah, Ducky's looking to bring...
Where is Rossi going to go? Oh, he makes big contact. He's going to have damage from that. Only 5th fastest. I might want to check on the Haas because he did seem to clip both walls there.
Yep.
Vic Adrian goes out on softs as well then.
Nick Van Gelder has joined. So that's another driver that will join for the race.
It would look like that Rossi's got away without any damage up onto the task, so...
Ah, that's fair enough, right?
He will get another lap in straight away. Still plenty of time in the session, a lot of cars in the pits. Vic Adrian comes out on softs then. He was the quickest car on the mediums.
He was. So you'd be looking... Well, obviously, obviously a couple of drivers haven't set times on soft yet, so we don't know how quick they're going to be. But yeah, Vic Adrian was looking very quick on this medium, so he'll be confident on his soft.
Yeah, confidence is so important on a track like this.
We're going to go on board with Vic Adrian anyway in the UNI. We're going to see what he can do.
It's an interesting line, but it seems to work.
Rossi's on his lap currently, and he set a purple sector 1, so...
Yeah.
Rossi's got someone to look out for.
A lot of time in his
lap. And a fun fact, Spinner Win, who's currently in P1, hasn't set a purple sector at all.
Consistency. Maybe that's because of setup a little bit, maybe he's found a really nice balance between downforce for the final sector and straight line speed.
Because right now Ducky's got the fastest sector 1, Dog has the fastest sector 2, and Guy's at the fastest sector 3, so yeah. Interesting with Spinner Win, consistency is very much key. I guess
sector 3 is where the bulk of the time in the lap
is across the line. Oh, P2, 148.465, very, very close.
His first lap, he did some fine times. Where's Rossi going to be? Across the line. Oh, P3, also in the 148.4, is very
Rossi,
close.
fastest sector 1 of the session as well, so... Yeah. It's Duckies and people.
Kvyat, 26 Torpedo, improves to...
Fletcher and P5. But we call him Kvyat because, the people, a few people just know.
Reading it as, and so it goes is coming out on softs then. He'll definitely want to place cars somewhere near the front of the grid.
Yeah, P1 preferably. Most.
Tim, still in the pits. Trigger comes out.
He's coming out late. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it is a risk. I don't know whether I'm personally, I'm very, I like to get laps in early in F2 cars, just to make sure I have 2 runs in it, unfortunately. Sometimes it doesn't work out. It lands on a lap though, or an out lap at least. Former Top League F1 driver. Let's spin a win.
Max Molder, P3, it says the exact same time as Rossi as well.
He said it later in the session, so you'd think Rossi would be ahead, but this game is his game. So Tim comes out of the pits.
Oh, Adrian, 3.5, 4 tenths up on his lap. Wow. I'm gonna go back to the task quickly.
Oh, Rossi's run out of fuel.
Yep, Adrian is looking like he's going to improve his time. He's got purple sector 2, but Rossi so far set purple sector 1. So qualifying, it looks like it's going to be very, very tight at the moment.
Big improvement for Adrian.
Let's call him Adrian. I'm just going to call him Vickery because...
I don't call him Adrian because Adrian in my mind is my co-commentator for...
he's going to open the DRS, cross the line.
Does he get in the 1 minute 47?
He does get in the 147s, 147.999. That is almost perfect.
And that could be a very good lap.
Fastest sector 1 and sector 2 off the session. It's a very good lap.
Oh, that's a crash on track?
That is a crash on... No, that's in the pit lane, isn't it?
Is it in the pits? Oh yes, it is.
It's in the pit lane.
My bad.
Let's see, we're going to go Rossi in the pits. So what lap from Vic Adrian? Is he going to be able to find some improvement on his current lap? I don't know if, because the task isn't updated yet, I'm not sure. But that's a very good lap from him.
It is, he's 5 tenths down, so Tim's still on an out lap, and so it goes, now starting his timer.
Okay, we're going to go on board with, let's see, Spirit E is in P5, I think he probably just set his time 5,000 ahead of Ducky. I mean, the Shrewsbury racing team look like the strongest team on the grid, and they look like they're going to be the new champions this season. Anything can happen, of course, but yeah.
Indeed it can.
It can, but that was a good lap from Vickery. That was a very good lap, I must say.
This has been a pretty neat lap so far from and so it goes.
Let's see.
Reference Delta is on the wet tyres, so shouldn't really.
We're gonna go on board with him at the moment. He's actually set a purple sector 1, which
was a very.
He set a purple sector 1. That is good for him. And so it goes.
A really nice run through turn 2 and 3, carrying a lot of speed and I don't know where the delta line is for the end of Sector 2, but we'll see.
Ooh, it's isn't it just after, it's either just before or after this turn?
I think it's about to come up now. It does 8 seconds up, not purple to the middle sector, but
it's not, it's only green.
CJ's back.
Thank goodness he's back.
He should have time to set a lap in.
Yeah, he should. He's really committed through this sort of long wind S section. But the lap looks fairly good so far, hasn't made any mistakes. He did have the fast sector 1, sector 2 is only green, coming through the penultimate corner. Brakes fairly well, takes a bit of a curve on the inside.
Someone's had a spin, that's a primer.
Oh, he loses
snap above us here.
Yeah, yes, very big snap above us there. Will he be able to gauge time?
47s.
No,
very
he doesn't.
Close,
very close. Oh.
He can definitely find time in that lap, though. We're seeing pretty much everyone improve. Tim is the next guy to focus on then, as he comes...
Only a green sector 1 for Tim. Only a green sector 1. Interesting. From the Sharouge driver. Got pole last week, and probably the week before that. And he's a championship leader, so...
Yeah, he's very consistent as well.
He's very, very consistent. He's been pretty much the best driver in the field after Preston. Not here anymore.
Purple sector 2 for Tim.
But he does not set purple sector 2. Well, it's not an actual purple sector 2, unfortunately. The Spirit Eagle's P2, by the way, you completely missed that. Spirit Eagle's up into P2, 148.0. Very good lap from Sander in the Sharouge.
Yeah, that's going to be his last lap of the session, I think, as he runs out of fuel.
Oh, Tim very much committed through there. What can he do heading into the last sector? Looking like a decent lap so far. Jerfy's left the session.
I'll send him an invite once Tim has crossed the line.
Tim goes through the final corner now.
What's he going to be in the 47s? It's only second place at the minute.
So the Sharouge 2-3 at the moment. But no one can really beat Gage's time, and so it goes. Currently on his next lap, he was purple in the first sector, but he's only green in the second sector, and crucially 3/10 slower than Fikri's sector 2 time.
I've sent you an invite, so hopefully he's got that.
And so it goes going to do the Season 3 F2 champion, filling in as a reserve for today. In the ART, he's going to come across the penultimate corner, a bit of curb on the inside, a bit of curb on the outside as well.
He snap it last time, so a lot needed there. Across the line, is it going to be good enough?
It is 147.7, and he's on provisional pole at the moment. We'll see what the others can do, but there's a
Tim is a 10th up through sector 1, I believe.
He is a 10th up. That's a very good lap from him, so it goes on 147.7. He'll be happy with that. That is for sure.
Max Mulder, also on a lap, he's very quick also.
He's very quick, as Tim is marginally up, heading into sector 2. Oof.
Yeah, and maybe on something has got this, I mean, this is where you find the time, the longest sector, the most technical sector, sector 3.
For sure. This is a tough sector. As I'm going to go with Tim as he comes through the final set of corners. I mean, this corner is relatively simple, I guess. I don't know. And the final corner is a bit weird. You'd have to brake for it. Can't go flat out. As he comes across the line.
And it is
P1. Wow, I was not expecting that. It's a P1. Yeah. As Ducky goes into P5, we missed that. P1 from T. I was not expecting that at all.
His lap and is running out of fuel, so he's not a contender.
Alright.
Vic Radrian through sector 1 is apparently 4/10 up. That can't be right because he hasn't gone through.
He hasn't gone through it yet. His sector 3 is quite poor, so you'll be looking to find a bit of time. He's currently 2/10 down right now. That's not good for him.
Max Mulder's not improving. Scott is very much improving though at this point, so he could definitely put himself into the contention here.
Oh yeah, for sure he can.
In 9th place.
As the Jerfy's not going to get a lap at all, we're going to go on board with. Maybe here, is there anyone that we should monitor? Ducky's improving on his lap as well. We'll keep him. Oh, he's got a he's collided with Tim. What? Ducky and Tim have collided.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, Ducky's.
Did Tim get a penalty?
No, it doesn't look like he did. But Tim Ducky's got a 5-pitch grip, but that is not good for him. That is not
just
good
Ducky gets
all.
one.
Yeah. Let's see what can Fikri Adrian do. Is he up? No, he's very much down. It doesn't look like he's going to improve, unfortunately. Maybe he's made a mistake, or maybe the tyres are just gone already. But that's not going to be improvement. But that's a shame for Ducky.
Tim's in AI mode, and he's going to block his teammate and the perimeter here. Gets out of it. That's going to be really frustrating for Forever Skinny, who did a wonderful first sector. through the middle sector has actually lost 6/10 because of that.
That's not good. The dog is retired
from the session. That's in the pit lane now. CJ's not going to have time to come out on track. Bunnies is invalidated. He's not going to set a lap, so it's only 17th for the
17th, damn him. He finished 3rd place in the
I don't think Nick Van Gelder's going to make it across the line either, or Joffy.
Ivan is currently on his lap. Is he improving? Ivan is improving.
So the final lap of the session is going to be Vic Radians, who's just managed to get a lap in time, and will now try his best to get the pole.
Yep, so Tim and Sergio Spirit cannot set more laps, they are pretty much, they can't improve,
yeah.
but they can.
Max Mulder is on a lap as well. So
Ivan, who stays in P14. Bad qualifying for the high-techs, P14 and 15, that's not great from them.
Yeah, but they do make up positions in the races quite regularly.
See what can Adrian do, he's 9,000 down in Sector 1, so he's still got a lot to play for here.
Sector 3 where he can get in the time loss.
Yeah, because he is 5/10 lower than Tim in Sector 3, so there's a lot of time to be gained there. It will just be down to whether he can hook it up or not. That's it really. As Ducky goes into the pits,
going to want to improve his position.
He's left the session, unfortunately, which is a shame.
I'll invite him again. But,
I think
Max Mulder goes fourth. Good luck from him.
Very much consistent, his Max. Or figuration with a bit of oversteer there, a bit of sliding. As he comes through the Sector 2 split now, is he going to be up? Nope, he's 4.5 tenths down on his time, so it's looking like he's going to stay in P3 unless he can find loads of time in Sector 3. Is looking like he's going to stay in P3, which is still a very good qualifying, I must say.
Yeah, he is going to be the last car to set a lap. Please don't come into the pits, please finish it. He is going to finish the lap, which is positive in case he is improving. It does look like it's going to be Tim and Ansawe goes on the front row. That should make for a very exciting race across the line.
No, he doesn't improve.
He doesn't improve.
148. Is that as the end of qualifying?
Third straight pole for Tim.
Third straight pole for him. 4 points added to his championship, and he's looking very much unstoppable. And so it goes, joins him on the front row. So that's a 1-2 for them. I don't know. The two admins. There's 1-2 for the admins, which is
indeed
interesting.
But anything could happen in this race because
Victory in P3, good qualifying from him. Max in P4, Spirit EU in P5, Ducky in P6, where he's got the grid penalty. Spino in P7, Rossi in P8, Ferguson in P9, and Kvyat in P10. Dog in P11, Gash in P12, Speed in P13, Ivan P14, CJ P15. It's a bad weekend for the high techs, that's for sure. Trigger in P16, Bonnie's only in P17. Not a great qualifying over him, and Unique and Jerf in P18 and 19, who didn't set a lap in the session. Yeah. So yeah, that was an interesting.
I'll send Jeff another invite before the race. He gets back in. Yep. I mean, anyone could score points in this race because there are going to be retirements.
Oh, 100%. 100%. But yeah, just currently just on the grid now. The drivers are going to be picking their. Yeah, 100%.
One of the longest on the calendar in F2.
Looking at everyone is staying on the mediums, unless my game's broken, apart from CJ's on the softs. So
interesting.
Oh no, Tim and so it goes in Spirit EU on the softs as well. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
People will be taking their time just to make sure that they can.
Commit 26 Torpedo on the softs too, and that is it. Only 5 drivers have committed to the soft tyres. If the race director has anything to go by, so gonna go.
Well, a safety car around lap 3 would benefit those. I don't know how long you can take the mediums in this race.
I don't know either.
You can do most of the distance.
The whole race tie. Yeah, I was right, Tim. And so it goes. Spirit, Kvyat, CJ, and Bunnies are all on the soft tyres, and everyone else has decided to go for the longer-lasting mediums. It's going to be an interesting call. It's going to be a very, very interesting call. I'm sure Tim.
Both the front row and softs though is a very interesting call that they didn't decide to split their strategies.
Yeah, that's a surprise, but it might work out. It might not work out. You never know. It really depends.
Tim is taking the alternative approach to driving through that corner. It just needs to warm up the tyres. It's a long lap here, distance-wise, long as well. So he can get those tyres in the right window. Is Joffy back in the session? It looks like he is, which is good. Are you calling the start, I guess?
Yeah, sure, I'll call the start. Actually, you can do the start, why not?
Alright then.
Oh yeah, by the way, who are you going to predict for the race win? Just,
I'm going to say Max Mulder. He's a very good race driver. He's also on those medium tyres, which I think is... There's a reason more people are starting on them than the soft tyres. And I don't want to go with the obvious choice and say Tim, or that's how it goes.
Obviously, Manu's showing support for his teammate Ivan, good friend, I mean, Ivan. He's currently in P14. He's not a great qualifying for the high techs, must be said. Only P14 and P15. I'm hoping Siege is back in the lobby. I think he was, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
it looks like he is. That looks like he is. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna say Tim's gonna win. I'm just gonna say, he showed good pace.
Jerfy's still disconnected, but I've sent him a couple of invites. Not that you want to send him one just to be safe.
I can't bother. I'm just gonna. I mean, it's a formation lap, so we may as well, I guess. Pardon? Oh, nice. No. Do not be worried, it's fine. Just going to invite a couple of people. Alright, don't pause with the blue screen, everyone. But, no, I just decided to invite a couple of the F2 guys. I do apologize for the blue screen, but we're now on the grid. I will let you do the start.
Indeed. Not got a great camera angle at the minute, but I hope that fixes. Indeed it does. The lights come on, but the revs go up. And they are off. It's a good start, I think, from Tim, who gets ahead of until he goes into turn 1. There's a lot of action further back already. Cars all over the road into turn 1. Tim takes the lead as a virtuoso around the outside of Anso. Is there going to be a spin through turn 1? They look to have kept it relatively tidy, but Tim leads. Anso he's now going to try and get up the inside through to 3, and he's going to get the position. Is it going to be a change? Tim tries to keep it up the inside, and he's left just about enough space, but Anso takes the lead. They're now going to be on the run down to turn 1, and so it goes in the ERT leads the race. I didn't see if there was any crashes behind. There were no yellow flags that I saw. And then look at this, they're going to be about 4 wide as they come towards turn 4.
He's looking to dive down, he's inside of his own teammate. Oh my goodness, that was a close one. That was very good. Sorry to interrupt. He does lead, very good stuff from him, so it goes.
Sander and Tim giving each other a lot of respect. Spirit moves up to second. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. That's a spinner, it looks like a high-tech. There's 2 cars there, it's an ART.
Speedy, yeah, and guy shot, yeah.
Yeah, bad luck for us.
So, Ansogo's in the lead so far, Spirit EU and P2. Is Tim going to dive down the inside of his teammate? He
is. That's a very late call. Always in behind a Campos goes deep. Sander keeps the position just on a nicer part of the racetrack to get the power down. And Tim, who was leading this race, is not going to have it all his own way in this one. So it goes lead, Spirit is second, and Tim down to P3. Penalty already for Speedy Carrots, that's not good. There's a gap forming between
yellow flag, is that? Oh, is that further sin? He's facing the wrong way. What's happened there?
He must have been
he's facing the wrong way.
Strange part of the track to spin on your own.
Oh, he was up into that P. Oh, he's got no wing and he's into the wall. Oh, and the guy spun as a result. Oh my goodness, what's going on here?
All happening at the back of this race, and Scott gets a penalty for it. I mean, it's so easy to get damage here, as it was in my math for a minute, as my timing screen said Tim was back in the lead of the race, but he isn't, and so he still leads this race at the minute. Sander still holding P2 as well, and this could get a little bit aggressive, because Sander's not a guy that's easily passed, and so it goes, he's definitely not a guy who's easily passed. Oh, it's Tim! All out of shape. Did he spin there, or did he manage to hold it? Just about. He did actually have a half spin, and now on the back of him is the virtuoso of Vic Adrian, and he might want to get this move done. Is he going to try and be later on the break?
Oh, he looks like he is.
Corner, he goes for it over the curb. He'll get a warning for that. Tim keeps the position, good defending, but he leaves the door open now. Figure Adrian just goes up the inside and he'll be able to just park his car on the apex and makes the move. A good move at the Campos of Max Mulder's going to be on the back as well now, and Tim is losing places here and time. So another yellow flag in sector 2.
Oh, is that CJ?
That's CJ.
It is CJ. I don't know what happened to him.
2 cars in the pits. There's Max Mulder and Tim, good friends, and then now this is going to be 3 wide surely as Tim tries to get the place back on Victor Adrian. Is he going to try and go down the inside? He does. Victor Adrian just about leaves the space, and now up the inside goes Max Mulder. Contact, and again, just about will keep it facing the right direction. Oh, let's look at this. Oh, and Max is round. And Victor Adrian as well. As there's more car, and there's surely got to be a safety car. There's about 4 cars round in the sector. Buns has gone round. Yeah, 3 cars went round there. It was big contact.
That was because
sorry, I wondered if I'd lagged out or something.
Yeah, no, I was muting myself. I just had to mute.
Yeah,
myself.
that's
I
alright.
Apologise. Yeah, that was.
I apologise.
Yeah, I mean, that's really bad for Victor Adrian and Max, who were doing so well up to that point on the mediums, and I don't know what happened there, but.
Yeah, he did well. They'd made contact about 4 times on the run down. I thought
because going to go for a move on Rossi. Oh, he nearly spin.
There's a damn spun through the final corner as well. And this thing, it's actually really difficult to make a move here, especially in these F2 cars. The Spirit is all in the back of Van, so it goes as well. This is battle for the lead. He's purple to the first sector, just pushing. They're both on the soft compound side. They both need to get ahead. Tim starting to find his feet again, having the contact. Bad luck for Victor Adrian and Max Mulder as well. I don't really want to pin blame on either of them because they didn't have a good enough view. But it just looked like they were side by side in a part of the track.
But does look like Spirit EU is gonna make a move, and there's a yellow flag at the hell.
Have to go around the outside, but that's the better part of the track. Does Voda back out? No, he sends it up the inside. Will he be left the space as he goes a little bit deep into the corner? Spirit is forced off the track. Hard but fair racing, and Voda keeps the position. Look at that, Tim has managed to gain a second just through that.
Ivan up into P8, so he's now on
Ivan's had a great start though, from, was he like P15 on the grid to P9?
Speedy Cart's going to get past Jeffy, and Bunny's off. 3 wide going into that corner, that never works, and both Bunny's and Jeffy was forced off the track there pretty much.
Oh, as Neek's gone straight on.
That's a concern. He's
supposed to break not the optimal line through that corner.
I can get that, doesn't seem like it. But so it goes, it's still in P1 ahead of Spirit EU and Tim.
Yes, and these definitely look like the 3 main contenders in this race. Although I believe that Fletcher is on mediums. That could be an advantage. Is he on softs as well?
Yeah, he's on softs.
So is Dumpy the first car on mediums?
Yes, he is. And Dolgo actually right behind him as well. So,
yeah, good race. But Spirit has caught up 6/10 just in the last part of the lap to Voda. He's got more pace at the minute.
He has.
Maybe Voda's tapped the wall somewhere, has a little bit of damage. He runs wide there. That'd be a warning, I think.
Oh, for sure, that'd definitely be a warning. If that's the warning, I'd be
surprised. Needs to be careful. This isn't a track where penalties are a given for people as well. So
yeah, there's not really
one penalty could make a huge difference.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's not really much you can cut, to be honest. There's a dog is all over the back of Tim Duck. I think he's probably he's in the DRO. He's probably just wait for the long straight and wait until he gets past. I think that'll probably be the best thing for him to do.
Right on the back of him. He just carries so much more speed through that corner. And he got squeezed out last time, and he may be with the DRS trying to go to the inside this time, or even get the move done before the straight ends, and Voda is forcing himself as far to the inside as he can, doesn't close the door. Spirit, is he going to try and be later on the brakes this time again until it goes, puts it up the inside, but Spirit's brakes later. Oh, it's a bit more tidy. Spirits is going to get the position though.
Into the league of Spirit, that's a very good move from him there. As Dog goes, he's going to make it.
He's going to stay on the back of him. Is he maybe going to try and think about setting up into this corner? No.
I don't think he should.
Makes the wise decision. Dolgar right on the back of Ducky as well. As Ivan gets past Victor Adrian, I wonder if he's got damage.
Well, it depends. We'll have to check that.
It is, there's a yellow flag in sector 2, that's Trigger. Oh no, it's not, it's Neek again. Trigger up to P11 actually, great stop from him.
So he hasn't scored points yet, Trigger. I think the only driver in the field that's yet to score points.
He's definitely improving.
We look to get points.
Scored points.
Yes, he is. CJ's all over the back of Jerfy for P14 now.
Spirits has nearly pulled a second to one, so it goes already. Oh, as Voda hits the wall, and that is definitely going to be damage.
Oh, Rossi gets past Victor Adrian as well. You're going to the pits, that's why. And he's
this is an important battle for the reverse grid pole, which can be crucial.
CJ and Jerfy come together, that means CJ's on track, and Jerfy with a late move into the pits.
To the end.
Oh, he's yellow flag in sector 1, what's happened here? That's Sansogo's, what's happened to him? He's lost it somewhere, and he's just lost the position.
Wow.
I just saw a yellow flag there. Now it's just Charu's 1-2.
Yeah, I just gone off to see the car. What was this? A car stop?
I don't know what happened. It just looked like he started.
Yeah, well, he hit the wall quite hardly at the final corner. Maybe that lost him a lot of momentum, and Tim tried to send it up into turn 1, and so he does get the position back on Kvyat 26 Torpedo.
Very much unfortunate for him.
Really doesn't fight it. It's back to being a Charu's 1-2, but perhaps not in the order you would expect. Is that a retirement? Meek. Oh, it's a very difficult track to drive, but he's gone round, I think, one too many times. He's also just about facing the right direction, which is
looks like
Dolga's now right on the back of Ducky. This is a crucial battle.
Even opened yet as a yellow flag. That's sneak. I'm not going to actually ignore that. It looks like Dolga's going to use the DRS. Gives him a speed advantage. Yeah, Dolga is up into P5. Ducky nearly onto the back of him, but
we don't see a Ducky dive bomb. It's going to get a better exit than Dolga. Oh no, just loses the rear end a little bit. Dolga now the lead medium runner, which is crucial in terms of if and when a safety car comes out in this race.
Let's see. Any of the Charu's boys going to pit first? That is the question. Are they going to pit them?
Adrian went back onto medium tyres, so he definitely has to pit again in this race or he'll be disqualified. He's right behind Bunnies. We'll see what comes of that. Ducky is really gaining on Dolga, and he's going to go. That's an unorthodox place to make a move into the second to last corner.
He's made it work.
The move done. That's a brilliant move from Ducky.
He's very much made it work, and he's back up into P5 as Max is into the pits already, so he must have got some sort of wing damage.
At the minute, Sander is keeping that gap to Tim pretty much the same.
He is. Oh, yellow flag in sector 2. What's happened over here? Looks like
a crash between Scott and a Campos.
Oh yeah, Jerfy. Yeah, he hasn't had a good the Prima so far, having four weekends.
Meek has Max Mulder pits then. Now I wonder if he was on mediums and he's just gone on to softs. So
potentially.
He's got a big job to take those 10 laps, but might be able to do it.
Anything could happen, who knows.
It's going to be crucial for the series, because of course they're the same team, they're not going to pit on the same lap, so whether undercut or overcut is better. Maybe Tim's trying to save those tyres, knowing that Sander has the first choice on pit stop, so he can really push to try and overcut him.
Oh, of course. And of course if you look at this...
So he goes that solid enough place to stay just about with him and Fletcher.
Yeah.
Clinging onto those. Ducky's starting to close in on Fletcher though, it seems, isn't it?
Oh, but Dog's got the DRS on the long shot. Oh, he hits the wall a little bit. Wow, very interesting. But he's going to go.
He's going to go with that damage there around the outside.
Ducky. Oh, Ducky's going to defend that for sure.
Oh, Neek could get in the way here as well.
Oh, he's looking like he's going to get in the way. What's Neek doing? Whoa, Neek, what are you doing?
Oh dear. Maybe he takes off the wing. Olga loses a lot of time out of that.
He does.
Really struggling to have those cars. Tim takes 4 tenths out of Sander. He's starting to close in now.
Do any of them think about pitting now? Tim is pitting
he's
now.
Locking up into corners. I didn't know you could lock up into Neek at the minute, but they are very difficult to run without ABS in this league. Oh, that's going to be a spin. Is it going to catch out Dolga? He's not going to kick that one out of the barrier. Oh, he just about does. Fletcher pits. It's an interesting call then. He's going to be the first. And Tim does as well, so Tim goes first.
Tim has indeed gone first. Onto the set. To a set of mediums. And he will be going to the end of the race.
Yeah, it was held a little bit longer in his pit box there. I'm not quite sure why, but definitely time that Sander can gain. Because of it, CJ into the pits as well. He unfortunately had a spin earlier.
Oh, we're playing sector 1. What's happened here then?
That's a big crash. It's Neek who's disqualified from the session for blocking the pit lane. You need to be careful that one of the cars doesn't collect it.
Oh, was Timmy just about to avoid him there? What is Neek doing, honestly? How can you get
look at that, yeah. That's an old place to spin, I think.
Oh, and Kvyat Torpedo spun. He spun at turn 2.
Oh, cold tyres.
Oh, and he's reset the track. I saw that. That's going to be a penalty.
Yeah, so did I. He'll definitely have damage, I think, from that. In fact, it doesn't look like he does, which is incredible. Sometimes the physics can be a little bit messed up. There's another spin this time for an MP. I'm not quite sure who that is. It's Rossi. Yeah, I tell you what, this track brings mistakes out of drivers, and it's definitely happening. It's going to be
session, unfortunately.
Tim's got so much traffic at the minute. I'm just not sure it's going to work on these cold tyres. Rossi's on the back of him, and he's going to try and make this move.
He's going to make the move stick. It doesn't think he's going to make the move work. So
yeah, and Tim around the outside here, if he breaks late, he's just going to be squeezed off, it would seem.
And he does a beautiful switch back.
That is beautiful driving. Making the most of a bad situation there. And that could be crucial.
Is
Spirit then pits, and this will be probably the battle for the lead.
And so it goes also into the pits, and he doesn't speed. So this will be the battle for the lead. I'm going to go on board with Tim as he comes. He's going through set of 3 now. Through this sort of S section.
Is he going to get held up by Trigger? Doesn't look like he will be, but even the dirty air can just very slightly ruin the downforce. Very sensitive to downforce in these cars.
To P1 as Tim was in the penultimate corner now, stuck behind Trigger's car, which is very much an inconvenience for him right now.
Tim will probably pass Sander on track, but obviously the pit lane cuts the entire first 2 corners. So this is going to be very interesting. Out of the pit lane he comes, and Sander is a long way clear.
Yeah, he's very much clear.
He has grown his gap as Tim goes up the inside of Trigger. Doesn't want to get his damage here, and Trigger, I think, backs out of it. But now he's going to have the DRS if he can get a solid run out of this corner, which he manages to do. Dolga and Ducky are now battling for the lead of the race.
Yep.
They're still so close to each other.
They are. Is Dolga probably going to think about a move? He's probably going to...
And so it goes getting an awful lot on Tim actually as well, so they're going to be in a battle down the strip. We know Boda likes to send it, so this could be interesting.
Dolga's going to think about he's going to get past easily into the braking zone.
Reasonably clean so far. Ducky around the outside, is he going to go for the switchback? He is.
It doesn't work just about.
Dolga finds it. Yeah. Again, hard but fair racing. Dolga, sensible driving, defending there. Trigger goes back up the inside, outside even of Anso. It goes. He forces it up the inside and goes deep.
Speedy's going to get past Rossi as well. Speedy does get past Rossi as well. So 2 moves that corner. Very nice for the drivers.
Yeah, as Trigger and So It Goes are going to be side by side into this corner, which usually doesn't end well. Voda breaks deeper and just about keeps the position, but then gets compromised. He runs deep. Trigger has to back out of it.
He's got away
with
running.
He's in a solid position at the minute.
He has. Yellow flag instead of 2. Is that one of the Premers? It looks like.
Prema scored again, I think.
He's had a bad weekend, unfortunately. He's had a very bad weekend. The Premers this season have been...
Ducky pits as well, which is an interesting call very early.
Early call for sure. His tyres were on 40% at the time of pitting, so that's a very early call to make, actually.
Yes, he's definitely trying to get an undercut then on Dolga, but we saw last time the overcut was massively beneficial just because of the traffic, though he's probably got a very nice gap back to Kivy at 26.
And Spirit went to the back of Ivan, he spun round.
Who's that?
Spirit spun, he ran into the back of Ivan, no, Spirit lost the net race lead.
Leads the race.
Tim is back in the lead, Spirit lost his net race lead, he ran into the back of Ivan, too much grip. There was too much grip, he broke later, but of course everyone's on 1 tyres, and Spirit ran to the back of him. Has he gotten away with that one?
So unfortunate.
No, that is so bad, his race win's now gone, he worked so hard, and he was doing such a good job as well. But that's promoted Tim and
he's not had the best of luck this race, is back into that leadership, but he's got to watch out for Ducky and Dolga. Who on those soft tyres will definitely fancy a shot at a podium.
That is
Ducky is going to get very interesting between Trigger, Speedy Carrots and Rossi down towards the pin. Speedy Carrots looks like he's winning less downforce, but he's still with the DRS going to get on Trigger, try and look up the inside. What's Rossi going to do here? He breaks silly, but then goes deeper and he's going to tap the back of Trigger.
He has, and that's going to give Speedy Carrots a pair of free positions there. So Speedy Carrots having a quietly good race at the moment. Obviously he's got to pit again, unfortunately, but he's driving well.
As Dolga then pits, it's such a shame it's a long pit lane because Dolga really has gained a lot of time, I think, was at least compared to Tim and stuff, because they're not going to get caught without Ivan who pits, and Tim is going to lead this race.
He is going to lead the race.
And So It Goes is gaining on him though.
He is,
That was, so this race fell from over, and actually Spirit is still got some decent pace, and he did look as quick, if not quicker than Tim during that first stint, so I think any one of the top 3 can still win this race.
100%.
And Ducky up to 4th now on soft compound tires, he's got some clear air, and actually not that big a gap at all to the cars ahead, just 5 seconds. If he's got good pace, he could win this race.
Dolga comes out in P6.
Oh, he needs to get past Kvyat. I don't think he's going to.
He might get
him.
He
makes the position, but
yeah, he might get him on the straight.
The DRS for Tim. Yeah, he should do. He needs to make sure he gets the movement clean. This is at least 5th place in this race for him.
Yeah,
he's gonna go up the inside.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, looks like Kvyat lets him past. Probably in an attempt to get some DRS on the long straights, but we'll see if it works or not. Dolga's just got much better tyres and he's going to have better traction.
He has a look at this, the battle for the lead before the DRS. And Soigo just seems to have so much more confidence on these tyres. And he's going to get the move done before the corner. Tim, not much you can do about that. Does he try and fight it up the inside? No,
he runs deep
though.
He runs a bit deep and that's going to give Tim a chance to the switch back. He doesn't make it stick.
It's just more traction. All of this action is going to bring Spirit and bring, more importantly, Ducky and Dolga more into this battle.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, still about 6 point however many laps as the final sector count says. Reverse grip at the minute belonging to CJ. He seems to have that pretty safe at the minute as well. So
he's actually done well. Yeah, CJ's done well actually to get back up in the PK.
I didn't even
notice that. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. CJ, he's very talented driver. And yeah. Very good. Good job from CJ. Happy for him. But the top 3 are now pretty much separated by a second, so...
That's how he goes tags the wall
I thought Spirit lost his race win, but clearly I was wrong, because there's still all to play for in the last 5 laps.
Tim's going to send up the inside.
Yes, he is, and he makes the move stick. What a move. does he make the move stick? And Sega's going to come back at him.
He's going to have the optimum just to squeeze him out here. Tim backs out.
Spirit going to go down the inside of his teammate. Oh my goodness. Oh my word.
Lord is here when he gets the move done as well. He
does get the move done. What a move from Spirit. He wants this win. He's desperate for the win.
He does. Tim also very desperate, trying to send Wood up into turn 1 and it did not working out. They're going to be 3 for the DRS, and this is turning into a brilliant race for the lead.
This is a fantastic race. Trigger gets past Jerfy. I do believe Speedy's in the pits. The figure agent's in the pits.
And just through that battling, Ducky gained a second on these fresh tyres.
So Ducky can still have a chance of the race win. Is this Spirit going to get DRS? Yes, he is going to get DRS. It says yellow.
It's going to be close enough for me to
flag. That is Jefferson retiring. Yeah, he's had a bad race. So hopefully he'll do better in the sprint race. And Spirit Base is a little bit late, but he makes the corner fairly well, actually.
They're separated by less than a second, the front 3 now.
This is brilliant stuff. And so it goes has the fresher tyres off the mall, apparently. I'm not sure how true that is, but...
yeah, 2 lap old tyres. I thought he picked the same lap as...
Yeah, I thought he picked the same lap as well, but obviously we can check the tyre wear. Let's see, just give me a second.
Just hope that's visually. Tim's definitely does have the oldest tyres though. Sander has found some electrifying pace. Then Sander's got the fuel symbol on there, which means he's running low on fuel. No fuel makes this here a big slide from him, so it goes.
Yeah, Sander's right on the back of him. He's going to get the better exit. He's got some DRS as well. Is he going to think about a move into turn 1? I mean, they're all really close to each other. Like, this is crazy.
Is he going to send it? Brakes deeper.
He brakes really late.
And Tim's maybe going to try it. Also move up the inside, do what Sander did to him a few laps ago. No, sensible driving. That's very interesting. The Sander has the fuel symbol on though. Sometimes the fuel can be very glitched in these cars, and it can give you a couple of laps less. And he's got a lift and coast to get to the end. That's not good. I hope it is just a visual glitch because that would really ruin what will be a brilliant race. Ducky not really gaining either.
If we look at the tyre wear, yeah, it looks like Spirit's got the best tyres of them all. He's only on 20%.
Yeah, and he's definitely going to be having a go at
I'd say he goes 20% on his front right, and Tim or 30% on his front right. So Spirit's definitely got the best tyres of them all. He's going to be opening up the DRS. They're going to go on board with him for just a quick second. Yeah, he's got the DRS, he's got the slipstream, the overspeeders.
So it does.
He runs to the back of him, so it goes there. He's very much indecisive.
Maybe he moved a little bit late, but
he's going to dive down the inside anyway.
So big contact.
There is very much big contact.
Yeah. All kept in the right direction, and Sander takes the lead of the race. He was able to pull away when they were on the softs, and Sander made the move. Fortunately, it's just so difficult to get the traction down in these cars that...
It is very difficult, but...
That's contact. Again, Ducky is gaining, and Dolga is the quickest car on track at the minute.
Yeah, so. He is.
Max Mulder, interestingly, gaining on Kvyat as well.
Ducky is closing in on them. Ducky is definitely closing in on them. The soft tyres are working.
He is, and Vlad has stayed in the DRS, which is so crucial. Ducky will be able to see these calls in the straight now, as that's how it goes later on the brakes once more into turn 1 and Sander. But as he loses it on the curb, that's going to cost him a lot of time. Little mistake creeping in to his performance, but he's just about going to maintain the DRS here, or no, he isn't. He's lost it, and that mistake could cost him dearly because he's going to struggle to get it back now. At this point, Tim will be putting the pressure on. He'll still have a slipstream. He needs to think about this tactically to get the DRS back for the really big, long second straight.
But so he's nearly a second ahead of Ansogo's already. We'll see if Ansogo's able to keep within that second gap.
I think he's managed to get it back though, the DRS.
Yeah, he is, yeah. Yeah, it looks like he is, but Tim is really close behind him.
Yeah, he is. And someone else that's really close is Max Mulder at the back of Kvyat. We'll see if there's a move for the lead first, because that's more important. Doesn't look like there's going to be unless Tim really sends it on, and so it does there.
Victory Agent, the fastest lap.
Yeah, got some pace. Unfortunately, been able to show it that Max Mulder's going to get the move done before the straight.
Good move there from Max, and he's up into P6.
Fletcher not choosing to fight the position still. We've seen that on several occasions, and I suppose you can't blame him on a track like this. You know, that's a spin front, so it goes. That was on his own. He caught a nasty bit of curve, lost it on the traction, and he has definitely lost this race.
Yep, it's done. And Shrews are back in the 1-2 position, but Ducky's in P3 now, in the Trident. So very good race from Ducky. He's managed to make a comeback. 8 positions. But yeah, I mean, that's a spin for Ansogo's and a spin for Spirit. That's many spins.
Yeah, and Tim has been held up an awful lot today as well. No one has had it their own way and had an easy race, but now Tim, who had the pace in qualifying, as a guy that he beats so regularly, but a guy that also desperately wants to win a race ahead of him. Drew's teammates, can Tim pull that DRS back? That's going to be so important, that's how it goes. He's going to have Dolga to contend with before he can think about Ducky as well.
Dolga's on softer tyres as well. So, it doesn't look like Ansogo's race is done yet. It's triggered a penalty, 3 seconds. It's not going to affect him. He's going to stay in B12 as a result.
CGS still holding that reverse grid 4 very nicely. So he goes, I've lost the DRS to Ducky again, but he does seem to be very quick through this part of the lap here.
Deep into that corner. Whoa. Well, yeah, it looks like Spirit, unless he makes some mistake. If he keeps it mistake free, then it looks like he's pulling away. He's like he's won this race, and it's going to be a Shrews 1-2. And if you take a look at the championship, that will put Spirit on 93 points, and that will put him into 3rd place in the standings.
Well, and so it goes, doesn't have the DRS here, and Dolga does.
Dolga
is going to choose to fight this one very hard. I mean, it's not so it goes, of course he just dives up the inside.
He's defending. He's
going to have a superior grip, but he's a very sensible driver, very rarely makes contact. Dolga. He's got time, he knows to make that move. The thing is, he'll want to catch Ducky by the end of this race, so he needs to dispatch of the ART as soon as he can. Shredder right in the back of Bunny's further back down the field. This is the battle for 11th.
Who's that?
The
Speedy Carrots, yeah.
Oh, big contact, triggers in the wall. He's lucky not to use a tyre there, he'll definitely have lost some end for sure.
Yes, he does. He's still the only driver to not score points, and Bunny's runs deep, and Trigger gets the move done, and he is up into
that penalty's going to hurt him.
But it's going to move him down to B, unless he can find some serious speed as we're on the penultimate lap, and so far, I mean, Ansogo's keeping with Ducky quite well actually, so that battle for the last podium spot is not done yet. It's Ducky, Ansogo's Dolga. That is really, that's just the 3 that are.
It is, and there's another yellow flag in sector 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the ART of Speedy Carrots who's gone straight on at the hair. He's out of the race. 5 retirements, no safety cars so far, but that is a crash on track.
Oh, Ducky is defending from so it goes.
Is he going to try and squeeze up the inside? Surely he just waits for the next corner.
It's the battle for the last podium as well, by the way. This is going to be hopefully a cracking finish to this. Oh, Dolga's got a very good exit from that corner compared to so it goes, and he's in the DRS. So could Dolga possibly insert himself
will be alongside Ducky though by the end of the
Dolga's going to get the double stitch even
be 3 wide.
pushing speeds of nearly 330 kilometers an hour near into the wall as they brake for this turn. And so it goes, gone so deep, and he's lost the position.
No. And
he's reset the track.
Reset the track.
Yep. And he has just lost his chance of getting a podium. That is now the battle for... So now the battle for P3 is now down to 2 drivers, Ducky and Dolga, both in the soft tyres.
He has had really bad luck this race, and so it goes. It's a great shame, but pretty much every time he's been through that hairpin, he's had a car alongside him, and this time the car too many as he goes straight on. Dolga, though, I think was favourite for this podium because he seems to have the pace advantage on TM Ducky at the minute. He's going to have one final lap to try and get that move done. Spirit still leads the race, though. The Spirit has got that red flashing fuel symbol. I think Spirit's going to run out of fuel here. That was on before he crossed the line. And he's barely accelerating through the corners. He is lifting and coasting so much. And this is so unlucky if this happens to him. Dolga is going to try and get them back on Ducky. He's lagging just a little bit. Towards there's another yellow flag in sector 2. Who's that? That's going to be one of the cars that the leaders are about to catch. That's a Charouz, is it?
It's Sander. He's lost. He's run out of fuel. He's run out of fuel already. His win is down the drain. He's not even going to score points.
Oh, that is horrific luck.
Oh, and that's going to promote Duck and Dog into P3, and then so it goes. They're going to be back into P4.
Tim leads the race. I thought it might happen with that symbol.
Mag is also quite low. Everyone. Oh, but Dog was up into P2 as well. Dog was up into P2. What a good move from Dogger. Oh, Spirit, you know, that's CJ up into P7. Will Spirit even get a point? It doesn't look like he will.
No, he's so slow.
Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this.
Rossi's going to catch him. Rossi's going to get reverse grid pole after this.
It does look like
so unlucky.
Will Spirit even finish in the points?
Had so much pace. I don't think he will do.
It's even in the... Oh,
Trigger's going to get a point out of it. Actually, no, Bunny's is going to because of this penalty.
But Tim's going to come across the final corner, and he's going to come across the penultimate corner. I mean, another final corner. What a mental race! But Tim, the man on pole, has managed to win again here in Vietnam in the Charouz. I mean, what can I say? Dogger in P2 and Duck in P3. Great drives from them.
Brilliant race from Dogger, yeah.
Oh, and that's Max Mulder. He's gone off. What? Wait, what? CJ's with the P6 now. Max Mulder. He's also run out of fuel. Is that good?
Rossi's not going to catch him though. He's only going to cost him 2 positions.
Spirit U's just crawling across the S section.
Well.
And Evan's going to somehow score points after a bad qualifying for him. So much drama. Looks like Spirit's going to maintain 1 point. He's got a point somehow. Is he actually going to get a point? He's going so... He's going to get a point.
It's going to be close.
He's going to get a point, I think.
The line. No, Trigger gets him.
He's going to get a point. Oh my god. What happened there? What?
I have no idea. I've seen a glitch like that before, but not in these cars.
I cannot believe that. He drove such a good race as well. 4 or 5 cars out of fuel. Yeah, that's crazy. He drove such a good race.
And Sander, we are... I mean, my greatest condolences. You deserve that. You drove so well, and maybe it wasn't meant to be.
P10 to show for his race, and CJ as the driver of the day. I mean, that's fair enough.
I mean, there was so much action. We didn't get a safety car in this race, but we had just about everything else. That's just lap cost to Max Mulder in the end.
Believe what happened, but Tim is your race winner. Wow, that's unexpected.
The reverse grip pole goes to Rossi alongside Max Mulder, 2 cars, so we're going to win. That would be very interesting.
I can't believe it now. I mean, Sander's going to be stuck in P10. That is...
He is, yeah.
Oh my word, I can't believe it. What in the...
Yeah, it's...
I'm actually shocked. Shocked, honestly.
Well, he had that yellow fuel symbol, which means that they,
Yeah, that was a good notice. You did spot that early on. That was a good spot. Oh my word. I don't know what to say, but
I sort of said it in hope that it wouldn't affect anything, but in the end it really did, and I was so unlucky.
But Tim, it's your race winner, Dogger. finishes in P2 and Ducky finishes in P3. That's an unexpected podium right there. I definitely wouldn't have expected Dog or Ducky to be on the podium. And so it goes in P4, Kvyat in P5, CJ from P15 to P6, Max in P7, Rossi.
So he does, of course, get that penalty for the reset of the track as
Rossi
well.
in P8, who is going to start on pole for the race. Ivan in P9, Spirit EU from race winner to finishing only in P10. What a shame. Bunny's in P11, Trig in P12, Jerv in P13, Age in P14, Speedy P15, Travis in P16, Gash at P17, Spinner in P18, and Neek P19 after he got disqualified from the session. I cannot believe that.
I'll let you call this next start, but because this race is this weekend is it's meant. I mean, this what a race! And whoever made the decision to come to this track instead of China, as much as Spirit might not think it's the best decision, it definitely produced excitement. And a simple one. Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, maybe they go back and take the results from a lap before, but I suppose that seems a bit unfair to other people as well. I mean, it's yeah.
I can't believe that. That's just shocking to me. Hopefully they didn't run out of fuel in the sprint race. I can't believe what I saw. How did that happen? He went from P1. Of course, my heart breaks for Sando. He went from P1 to P10 just like that, and he's going to be stuck in the mid pack as well. That is incredibly unfortunate.
Well, I think the phrase.
Of course.
After it looked like he would.
He didn't. Yeah, he managed to get good points there, CJ. I mean, both high techs actually scored some. CJ scored P6, I think, and even got P9. So I mean, after their dismal qualifying, the high tech drivers actually scored some decent points. So I'm sure they'll be happy with their results. But and someone spun. Max has spun, and he's been hit by
tires, and that's going to be several cars.
And Tim, Trigger, Jerfy, Kvyat, and Represent have all been disqualified. Yep, Dogger as well.
On these medium tires, temperature is
and so has been rammed up the rear, and he's going to get disqualified as well. So clearly, some drivers don't know what to do on a formation.
Significantly, though, these medium tires that they're all starting on really struggle for warm-up, as we've seen with several early spins from Anso Goes and
apparently Sogo's was the one who decided that Vietnam should be on the calendar. I don't know.
Well, congratulations, Anso Goes. You produced a great race.
Yes, he did. Turn on was actually surprisingly clean.
It was last time.
It was.
It was great action for the leader. The rest, oh my goodness, that is a ART taking out both the lead drivers. I don't know who that is.
So now CJ is the lead driver on the formation lap. No, he's the highest.
6 cars remain on the formation lap, which is not exactly what you want to see.
Yeah, that's not.
But
not ideal.
Yeah, CJ is gonna have the warmest tires, isn't he?
Yeah, probably. Along with the others who are currently on the grid right now. But yeah, who are you gonna predict? But before we start, who do you think will win the race today?
I'm gonna say Rossi. I like him. I think he's a very quick driver, and I think he can definitely do something from pole position. Okay. And yourself?
I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna back CJ. I'm gonna say he's gonna take his first win here. I think he can do it. He's got good pace. But they're gonna line up on the grid, just waiting for the last two, waiting for Spinnerwin and Neek to get ready to line up, and then we will be ready for the Vietnam sprint race. A late addition to the calendar, but it looks like a very much fantastic addition to the calendar, as we are currently just waiting for the game, for everything to get ready. Gonna go on board with, oh god, these camera angles, max. Alright, the lights are out. Well, they're going out now, clearly. They're going out for us. And we are away in Vietnam, and looks like a fairly all decent start for everyone, but I think Max is going to get a better start on Rossi. As heading to turn 1, he's got the inside line. Ooh, and what's happened there? It looks like Rossi's been spun
big
around.
crash. That's going to collect several cars.
Yeah. Whoa, what the heck? I just saw a car in the air. What in the... Who's that duckies around? I just saw a car in the air. Oh, Speedy's didn't even spun. Oh, Reversin is making up positions. Oh, someone's hit the wall. Oh my goodness, it's all kicking off. It's all kicking off at the back. So much wind damage.
Yes.
People in walls. I don't know what's going on. There's a yellow flag everywhere. But it looks like Max is currently in P1, and so it goes in P2.
Yeah.
CJ is in P3. But it looks like he did cause Rossi to spin out. So I don't think.
Oh, really bad luck from Rossi as well.
Yeah, up to P3.
See, I believe someone caught a nasty bit of curveball was tagged up the inside. It looked like a virtuosi.
And someone spun. Is that guy Rossi's spun? That is a shame for Rossi. That is a big shame for Rossi. As a CJ, looks like he's going to go past, and so it goes into this turn.
An absolutely incredible start.
All Bunnies is going to get past Tim. Yes, he is going to get past Tim. Up into P6. Just give it to Torpedo and CJ now fighting. CJ's going to have to defend on the inside. I think he'll be able to. The inside line is probably better.
It is.
CJ's been spun round. CJ's been spun round.
Dogger's going to get 2 positions. And he's now got to be very careful where he's joining. He doesn't cause a massive crash.
CJ's been spun round there. That is a shame for CJ. And my prediction is down the drain. And your prediction is also down the drain. Dogger is up into P3. Very good start from Dogger. But Max is currently... You nearly got a 2-second gap already, so what could start from Max?
A healthy lead from him.
That's what you want to do when you have an opportunity to start at the
CJ
front.
hit there, or
yeah, it looks like he was hit. Ivan is going to get past Reversin into the final corner. Yes, he does. Ivan up to P7.
There's contact between Churfy and Neek. Into the pits comes TM Ducky. I think there's going to be several cars. Still no safety car.
Yes, honestly,
which is surprising, and a really good start from the Prema, specifically for Everson, making up 8 positions.
Both Premas are in the points, and having a much better race.
Tim's up to P2. Oh no, that's a glitch.
No, that's very much a glitch.
Yeah, timing glitch. But Tim is on the back of Ivan.
He is. Oh, yellow flag. What's happened there? I don't know. And Negan's been... Wait, is that Spirit?
Yeah, no, it's Scott's trying to...
I don't know what's going on there, but there's so much action. Everyone's hitting each other. I don't know what's going on.
There is contact between the Prema and Tim, who gets squeezed out and down. It's difficult to say because of the timing glitch where everyone is, but so many cars side by side on track. I think Max is winning. The battle between Scott and Tim is going to go towards the hairpin, and the car ahead could be involved in DRS. Open already, amazingly, they're on lap 3. As they come towards the corner, as Tim trying to go around the outside, Scott leaves it in there. He's going to squeeze him out and push him off the track. Tim's going to try and hold it in behind. Speedy Carrots tries to get the position. He can't quite manage it though. And the position is made for Scott. Good move from him. As Max Mulder is pulling away out front from, and so it goes. Then Kivy at 26 Torpedo is still sticking to the back of Duggar. That's the closest battle in the top 5 at the minute. The closest battle on track is Tim, who is right behind Fraversin now.
So much more pace, so much more confidence in the car.
He's trying to go up the inside into the second to last corner. Scott goes a little bit deep and he's going to be compromised. We've seen Tim lights it off at one yellow flag in sector 3. That's Neek who has spun. And he needs to be careful he doesn't make contact with the dams whilst rejoining.
Guy Shap is now ahead.
Towards turn 1. Is Tim going to make the move back on Fraversin? Down the inside, can Scott hold it in? He'll be squeezed out, but just about left enough space as another flag there. What a shame. I mean, started P3.
Yeah, I mean, you did get taken out, which is a shame. It is what it is, I guess. And they're battling.
Tim makes the position. Yeah, great move from Tim there.
Fraversin, will he have some slipstream? It looks like he will. I don't know if he'll have DRS either. We'll have DRS in the long straight.
Felgos has damage because he was a lot quicker than this in the first race. Maybe it's just Max has got an exceptional pace. But, it's confusing for now as Kivit is starting to drop off the back of the DRS. Battles absolutely everywhere at the minute. Scott's going to look to try and get back on Tim, and Speedy Carrot's going to look to try and get the pair of them. Adrian back into the top 10. just about kept clean for everyone. Oh, Scott very late on the brakes. Is he going to make the corner?
He is going to make the corner. Oh, Speedy Carrot tags him from behind. So Speedy Carrot's broke even later.
Yeah.
Drivers are really pushing the limits, clearly. Clearly they're doing that.
Yeah, as Speedy Carrot's going to make the move into the next
corner as
well.
Speedy Carrots is good. Yeah, he has spun, and that's going to promote Figure Agent up to P9. And he's got wing damage, it looked like. I think he might have wing damage. Yeah, he does have wing damage. You can see the understeer, and that's going to promote Trigger up into P10, I believe. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Yeah, he does. He's struggling so much. Surely he's got to pit now. He doesn't pit. Interesting.
Very interesting. Tim right on the back of Ivan once more. Oh, as he tags the ball. Easy to make a mistake. Yeah, still with Dulga. No. Cars side by side for about the first time in this race, but Trigger's actually very close to being side by side with Speedy Carrot. He stares out. Ben's really aggressive and Arno lets him through. I think there.
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting decision for him not to pit though.
Very interesting decision, yeah. You can see the damage is very much visible, but he's got to stay out. He really has to stay out.
Indeed, he does. I'll just look on the test to see if it does have damage, because I think there'll be quite a few who were affected by lap 1. And there's Tim, Ivan and Bunny's there, probably going to be wheel to wheel by the end of this strip. Ivan getting an absolute mega exit there, and he's going to be passing Bunny's, I think, for sure. Was the hairpin, but Adrian isn't the easiest car in the world to pass, whether you defend to the inside or the outside. Both can work if you get the braking and the exit right. You might even get the move done before the corner, but Bunny's is going to stick it and dive up the inside, just maybe squeeze it out if he can make the apex, which he does.
He does,
get a
great
solid
defending.
Exit.
It's great
yeah,
defending.
Good work there from Bunny's.
Very nice defending, if I say so myself.
And so it goes most damage as Dulga starts to get on him. Sets a purple mid of sector, so it's got some decent pace, having come P2 in the beach race. Challenging for it in this race now as well. Oh, as Trigger gets a penalty. And suddenly the points look less likely. Tim is absolutely rapid, it must be said, through this final sector.
Oh, that's traffic. Can I just say that Max has really got a 4.5
the inside into the second to last corner. Oh, and he spun Ivan.
Oh,
Tim and Ivan met contact. It was a half lunge. In the end, they both just about keep it facing the right direction. Good save actually from Ivan.
Speedy is retired in the pits. In the pits, that is. Okay, alright, I don't know. Yeah. Fair enough.
Probably the sensible decision. He definitely had damage. Still no safety car, incredibly. That would actually bring Spirit back into contention. He pit earlier on, having made contacts on the first lap. I can't quite remember who with. Might have been Jofi. But Dulga still in the back of Van so it goes. Isn't going to get the move done. And Tim, I don't know whether it depends whether Ivan decides to report. He sort of went for a half lunge into the penultimate corner. And you can't go for half moves into a corner like that. It's always going to end badly. But he makes the position one way or another. Dulga right on the back of him, so it goes as well.
Yeah, Max has got a 5-second gap already, so Max looks like he's going to be winning this race.
Pace so far.
As
there's going to be a position change for second, I think.
Oh, I don't think so. Not necessarily. Yet Dulga breaks early. Doesn't want to.
Yeah, and so it goes. Has no right-hand side amplet as well.
Oh, he's got wing damage. Damn.
Yeah, which it costs you even more. That's why he's losing so much time. He can try and go inside. I think if you contact and not even Rossi, Dulga just about to position. You can feel he'll get that position eventually. Tim back on the back of Adrian.
Henlo, Preston,
Henlo. Oh, Scott's had a big crash with thick Adrian.
Oh, he has. Trigger's going to get involved. He had nowhere to go.
Scott's facing the wrong direction.
Oh, and Sergio's got a 3-second temp penalty as well. That's going to be big. And so it goes. What's happened to Sergio? He's in the pits.
And so
safety car. That's a brilliant move from Uncertain. What a brilliant move that was from Uncertain. He's so lucky. Brilliant from Uncertain.
He can get onto the soft compound tyres now, and if he's not going to lose so many positions, I think.
Because Max is going to lose his time. And Uncertain, if he can, he's going to use his time. That's really good English from me. Yeah. Max is going to lose so much time. Uncertain will get to change his front wing as well, so it does look like he's going to lose some positions for sure. Everyone's pitting. Figure Agent speeds in the pits. That is very much unfortunate. Tim and Dulga and Max all stay out.
It's crucial. If Ansoigos is in the top 5, then
Ferguson is retired from the race. Oh my word! This is changed everything.
Out of all of this. Kvyat 26 Torpedo is going to be the lead car, I believe, on softs. Indeed he is. Tim up to P3. I mean, yeah, I only caught the last part of it with Scott, who's retired from the race now as well. It's just not worked out for him this weekend, but
yeah,
he's made contact with Mick Adrian and Scott spun across the track.
Bunnies is the lead soft tyre runner, followed by Ivan. Then and so it goes. And now, soon to be Trigger. Oh no, Spirit EU is. It looks like he's in AM. It looks like he's not there. I don't know.
I hope he isn't there, but you just thought he would have pitted, but back in the points, I guess, for now.
Okay, but if you look
at the... It's going to be very interesting, because the top three are all pretty evenly matched on pace, so I have been surprised we can
looks like Kvyat 26 Torpedo's got heavily worn medium tyres, so it doesn't look like he's going to be able to hold off
yeah, maybe he didn't have a fresh set of softs. Yeah, Bunnies is in the lead car on soft tyres. Ivan and So It Goes also had it, and So It Goes has a penalty though, which it's very difficult to pull 3 seconds to a car here without damage or a spin, so...
that is...
this is going to be quite a few laps of safety car as well, because there's cars pretty much everywhere on track. Neek is the last car. He's just pitted for mediums. Still in the race, which is an improvement on last time. And I suppose with more retirements, he's got half a chance of a point in this race, incredibly. Max, he's probably the only one who doesn't benefit from that safety car losing that 5-second lead. Into the pits
Tim's got a 5-second penalty.
Yeah,
and give it as well. Max is back into the lead. Dog is in P2. Bunnies is in P. Bunnies is now.
Tim and Kvyat pit.
And now Bunnies is now in a position we can actually win a race again.
This is a Torpedo League regional co-commentator. Is definitely capable of winning races. I think he won Singapore last season, if I'm not mistaken. And can he get another one here today at another street circuit? Well, not a street circuit, but one with barriers. Tim's, one of the better off. He's going to lose a lot of position with that, though. Interesting decision. I suppose there is a big gap as Trigger and Spirit are racing, so I think that means that Spirit's in AI mode, because...
Yeah, probably.
That would be the reason why Trigger's overtaken.
Yeah.
Hasn't got a penalty, though, it would seem like. Vicar Adrian pits. Still cars all over the track, so we're going to get at least one more lap, I think. That'll probably be a 3-lap shootout to the end, and that is going to be crazy exciting.
Yep. Wow, this is it's been a good race. It's been a brilliant race. Both races have been great so far.
Yeah.
I mean, that feature race result was unexpected. What happened was unexpected. Now the sprint race, we've got lots of drivers out of position, different tyre set. This is going to be a crazy finish.
It absolutely is, and I think the cars on the softs are going to be incredibly aggressive, not only to each other, but to those two guys on the mediums out in front.
So guys like Bunnies, Ivan, and So It Goes, they have good chances to actually win this race. And a lot of the people haven't caught the safety car yet either, so the safety car might set up for another lap.
I think it will do. We'll have 3 laps then to the end, maybe 4.
Yeah, for sure.
And So It Goes is the one I think who's going to have to be the most aggressive, because with that penalty he needs to get the moves done quickly if he wants to get a podium.
Yeah, for sure.
Interestingly, the cars that are catching up as well, I mean, it depends when the safety car comes in, but their tyres are going to be warmer. As might not make too much difference, but just, if they can react quick, have a little bit more grip down the straight, that could be useful. But Neek is still half a lap behind the safety car here, so definitely be one more lap at least. So I'll say, well, with however many laps there is to go, who do you think is going to win this race? My personal guess would be Bunnies. Because I think the soft tyres.
Potentially. Yeah. I don't know. We just have to see what happens. I guess it's gonna be like a 3 lap shootout to the end. Jerfy already got a driver penalty for Cena and the safety car, so he's not going to get any good result at all in this race. But
Vic Adrian pits again. Did he crash on the outlap?
I don't know what happened.
I don't know. Puts nearly new soft tyres on. I think the safety car will be in this lap pretty much.
Yeah. But one of them was, well, I think one of the 5 seconds was Noy's fault. He got caught up in the he got caught up in the incident between, I think it was Vic Adrian, I think, I'm not sure, but the safety car is in this lap, and Max is going to be tasked, is the one tasked with the what's the word, the
restart.
Yeah, the restart. He's going to be, he's been given the yes, I mean it's quite a powerful thing actually, because if you time it right, then you can gain lots of time.
But was the one he's got to initially worry about, but then I think quite quickly his attention is going to turn to whichever of these softens gets the best restart.
Oh yes, for sure. But they're gonna go on the nice camera shot of Max there as he comes through the penultimate corner. I don't think he should go yet. He should probably go after the final corner. Is he gonna go yet? No, he still
keeping a decent minimum speed.
Yeah, decent minimum speed. He's probably gonna go after this. Yeah, he's gonna go. He's gonna go, and it looks like a fairly decent restart at the moment. Everything's kept clean so far. Is anything gonna happen?
Is Traeger on the back of Timbed? Is he gonna try and maybe send it into turn 1?
He doesn't send it yet. But Rossi's gonna get past spinning win, who's currently not.
Spirit's disconnected.
Oh, he disconnected. I sent him an invite anyway.
Yeah.
But it looks like all the drivers are single file now as they come through this end of the sector 1 split.
Yeah, I'm amazed they've kept that so clean so far. But
yeah, me too.
They've managed to. And now attention turns as Max has already built 7 tenths. DRS, they're going to have it for the final lap, but that's it. So they're going to have to work through these other things. Max runs very wide, but he'll get a better exit, but overall lose time.
Yeah. But sure everyone's going single file, yeah. I don't think Gunny is close enough yet.
Ivan's got a much better run here. He's not going to be alongside him, but definitely in Dyphon territory to spin for a virtuoso for Adrian at the back.
Definitely is catching up to Bunnies for sure. Is he going to think about moving to this corner? I have no idea. He stopped short.
Oh, big dive.
What a move, though.
That's a brilliant move.
Ivan probably broke too early, though. That's for sure. And Adrian's got major wing damage, and he's not going to get any points.
What a shit, man. I had a lot of pace in qualifying, and unfortunately he hasn't been able to turn that into a result in the races. I think Max is going to pull a second through this final sector to Dolga. He just doesn't seem to have kept those mediums in the same window so far. Bunnies needs to get this move done, well, pretty much this lap, so he can catch up to Max and have the DRS. Any chance, and so it goes. We'll probably send it on Bunnies, and Ivan's still with them.
Yeah, man, doing a good job so far. Max is the fast lap of the race at 149.351, so he's got good pace in these mediums. And
he has, and so it goes going to send it on Bunnies.
He does at the moment, but so far Bunnies is still going to get that final podium spot, and so it goes got the 3-second temp penalty, which is going to hamper him a lot. That's going to cost him quite a few positions, in fact. But Trigger's still in the points positions actually, and the others behind him have got penalties, so he can still get his first point of the season, presuming that 5-second penalty is removed. Yep, he is. Oh, is he going to think about moving down the inside? Yes, he does.
Better on the brakes. Just about cuts the corner.
Oh, he's gonna be wide. The Bunnies with the 3-second time penalty. That's not good. Oh, he's nearly spun it.
Ivan's up the inside, and Ivan could get 2 positions out of this. More contacts. Timbet is going to get involved as well, and so it does as well. He has to get this move on Bunnies right now.
He's got to get it done.
In the meantime, Max and Dulga pulling free towards someone. Ivan's got an exceptional run on
Tim as well. This is mental. We're going to go on board with Tim.
What's going to be forward towards the corner.
Oh, Ivan's
Ivan
gonna
looks to
think
the
about
inside,
moving
and so
them.
it goes just to the outside. How do they keep it clean? Ivan makes 2 positions as contact.
What a
I think Ivan's
move!
going to get
What
away with it. That's
racing
brilliant
from
driving.
Ivan. This is brilliant driving from P3, 4, 5, and 6. And it was Ivan up
And
into
so it goes, loses
P3.
2 places
Bunnies
as
are
he now
gonna.
sends it up the inside of Tim. Is he going to make contact? Leaves him very little room, but oh, and so it goes in the wall.
Oh dear, that's concerning. That's a shame. That is very much a great shame.
That looks a rather defeated.
But Max and Dolga kind of pulled away.
Lost the position to Bunnies,
Max and Dolga kind of pulled away as well. So
yeah,
they're going to secure 1-2. Max is going to start the final lap now. But the battle for P3 is not over yet, as Bunnies is really holding up.
It isn't. Yeah, and he's got that penalty as well.
And so it goes to the 5-second
penalty. Tim and Ivan are fighting for a podium here. Ivan needs to get this moved and probably into this corner here. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. I'm not quite sure who that is. Looks like Carlin.
There's Jervis disqualified from the session for ignoring a driver penalty. He's in P9 as well. What a shame.
And so it goes retires in the pit lane.
Yep.
That's a real shame for him. He had so much potential.
Oh, and Tim's hit Ivan in the back. He's avoided wing damage. He's got
Tim needs to get this moving, and they can have a double podium. Look at the run he's got out of here. He'd be squeezed to the inside by Ivan, leaving him just enough room. Maybe not the most sensible decision to make him move into this corner, but he breaks later. And Ivan, hangs it in there, but then backs out. Bunny still leads these, but of course with that corner quick penalty, he's going to lose out. And Fletcher's in a good position as well here.
He's also in a good position to take advantage and get a free position, but they're on the final straight now. It looks like Ivan's got a decent run. Tim has also got a good run. So this is not over yet. Tim's going to have the DRS on Bunnies.
Yeah, and Tim is going to get this moved on probably before the corner.
Bunnies are going to go to the inside to defend. Yeah, Tim. Done all, but Bunnies are going to fight this.
Bunnies hangs it in there, and that's going to help Ivan. Sends to the inside. Bunnies goes deep. It's another switch back from Tim, but he doesn't get a clear exit.
That's
not good for him at all.
He's going to cost
him from Bunnies to keep that position. Is Tim going to send it around the outside here? No. Oh, contact! Big contact, both Tim.
Oh, and Ivan's round.
I thought Tim had gone as well. He manages to hold it. A big contact. Ivan too late on the brakes as Tim backs out. There's a yellow flag in every sector for me at the minute.
Yeah, me too. But
Tim is up to P4. Not much he could have done about that. He's going to get on the podium. Trigger up to P6 now.
Oh, there's contact! There's contact between Tim and Adrian. No, and Tim's round. Tim's round and Kvyat.
Oh, big crash! Tim's out.
Yeah.
Kvyat twists Torpedo on the podium. Trigger up to 5th for having to cut a corner.
What the? And
Max wins.
Max won.
Hold the second. Kvyat is there. The Bunnies now gets faulted. That Trigger's 5.
Trigger's in P5. Ross in P6.
Crazy
Ivan in
P7. That was.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe that. Oh my word! Carnage. That can only be described as carnage.
Unbelievable. I just switched back on to when Tim was at. He's flying in the air.
Oh my word.
And it's not going to be a double podium for Tim. If he tried to send it on Adrian, it probably wasn't sensible considering he had a penalty. Yeah. Trigger as well. I mean, obviously he collided with Tim. Not much he could have done, but the first points of the season in P5.
Trigger ended up with 100% wing damage too.
Wow, I don't know how that works.
But he's got his first one of the season, but Max takes a fairly Max takes a fairly commanding win around the street.
Yeah, in the end, he did absolutely everything right in that race.
Is this a half a street circuit, or am I being stupid?
Yeah, it's 50-50. I think the final sector's custom built, but then the rest of it's a street circuit.
But Max takes the win, and Dolga finishes P2, and Kvyat takes a Torpedo after all of that.
P2s in a row for Dolga.
Yeah, Dolga, really good weekend from him.
I don't know if we still do interviews, but
nah, we don't.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh man, those were 2 fun races.
Yeah. Just waiting for Adrian to finish then.
But well done.
Has a puncture or something, I don't know.
P5, MP6, Ross P7, Spirit EU gets the final point as PA, so he's his AI car.
It's at the end of the race, so 2 amazing races both in their own way. The first race was a brilliant strategic battle of wonderful clean racing. The second race was a bit more make the stamp and send it, but in the end Tim won the first one, maybe with a little bit of luck. There was very little luck involved in Max Mulder's win. That was a storming drive, leading every lap.
Yeah, he deserved that one. He just stayed clear of trouble and kind of just brought it home, really. So yeah, it was deserved for Max. I think P2 in the championship, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he is. And he's going to close up to Tim, in fact. And Dogger, I mean, I think Dogger's going to move up to P4 in the championship, so yeah. Good.
Dogger, the top point scorer from that race weekend, so good stuff from him.
He was the set of P2s, yeah.
Max Mulder getting both fastest laps as well.
He did, that's interesting, yeah. But Dogger, brilliant racing. But yeah, Max wins the Vietnam Grand Prix sprint race. I mean, his fast lap was well clear of everyone else, actually, when you look at it.
Yeah.
Dogger in P2, Kvyat and Torpedo in P3 after getting an unlikely podium. Bunny's in P4, Trigger gets his first point of the season in P5. Ivan P6, Rossi P7, Spirit in P8, Spinner in P9, Neek in P10, Figure P11, Tim in P12 after being kind of crashed out on the pretty much penultimate corner. And Zega's P13, Frivis in P14, Gashap P15, Speedy P16, Ducky P17, CJ P18, and Jerfy P19. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I can't believe that was a really good race.
Absolutely did. That was incredible.
I don't know what to say. I'm actually lost for words, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We forget that, of course, Spirit lost that feature race win to completely bad luck as well. That seems so long ago now after that sprint race.
It does seem so long ago. Wow, that was fun. That was a very much enjoyable race.
Definitely was. Better than how I usually spend my Friday evenings, but... yeah.
But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, unfortunately, and this is where we're going to have to end the stream. I had fun commentating with you, Jake, so thanks for joining me.
I very much enjoyed commentating with you also.
Yeah, it was good fun, and yeah, hopefully to everyone that watched, they enjoyed the race as well. It was very exciting from our end, and I hope everyone else feels the same way. But nevertheless, we must end it here because it's the end of the race and we have nothing else to show you. So please remember to tune in tomorrow for the first edition of the Torpedo League Indy 500. There's a new edition on the calendar, the Triple Crown. So Torpedo League F1 will not be going ahead tomorrow. Yeah.
Make sure to tune in Sunday for Torpedo League Regional also.
Yep. And yeah, that's all we have to say really. Yeah, so the Indy 500 tomorrow at 7:30, I believe, and then the Torpedo League Regional, which will be at Paul Ricard Circuit in France, also at 7:30 GMT, I believe. So it's a goodbye from me and a goodbye from Jake, and we will see you next week. No, we'll see you in 2 weeks, I believe. But Jake will see you on Sunday. So goodbye, everyone.
Indeed, I will. Goodbye.